Not the results you wanted last week at home. The game on Sunday, closer to the game on Friday. You guys obviously know these important games, final weeks of the season, and where you're at in the standings. But what's it going to take for that late pushes? You know, it's definitely the grind time right now.
Yeah, no, the grind is always on, and it's always in full effect in our conference. I mean, it's just brutal. It's week in and week out. San Bernardino and Pomona are two phenomenal teams. San Bernardino's, I think, second in the conference right now, and lost 2 games all year. And Pomona, lost in the national championship game last year. So, on this coming up weekend, Chico and Stanislaus, it doesn't get any easier on the road. Every week, and ultimately it just comes down to trying to figure out how to win games. I mean, in both games we played well, in both games we created chances, in both games we defended well at times, but if you make a mistake here or there, or the opponent is good enough to take their chances, then it comes down to the final scoreline. And in both games, I think we walked off the field feeling like we played well. In both games, we felt like we had opportunities to win the game, but we didn't. And that's what I say. Finding ways to win the game. I think the word you use, grind, is a perfect analogy there. That it's a grind, trying to find a way to get a result.
You talked about it, but what will it take to get a win at Stanislaus?
Stanislaus has had a few problems this year as well. I don't know whether it's health or what's going on. We saw them play a couple times earlier in the season, and then they have some very good players, and they've been competing a little bit like us, getting close games and getting opportunities, but just haven't figured out how to get it done. So it could be one of those opportunities for us to go in there and compete against a team that's kind of in the same mindset as us. Hopefully get a result. And then Chico is obviously a big rivalry game. I mean, Sonoma and Chico, I don't think it's any bigger than that for us, and those local rivalries for us, trying to get results in games that are important.
Last question. Are you guys back to full strength now? Or are you still kind of...
No, we lost a couple guys. I mean, Gus got his few teeth knocked pretty badly in the game and just had oral surgery. And Tyler Guptill hurt his knee quite bad. Not sure if he'll be back this season or not. And then we got a couple other starters that were kind of working their way back to full health again, that are still not quite there yet. So we're missing a couple of starters, and as well, a couple other guys that are still less than 100%. But that's the nature of this time of the season. I'm sure if you ask other coaches, everybody's in the same boat. I mean, at this point in the season, nobody's healthy.
All right. Sorry to make it so brief.
No worries.
I gotta
Get that camera back to that